Hello. Welcome to today's makeup for me having to cancel class. I know that people are probably not happy about there being an assignment today, but we would have had class. So today we are doing writing lab number 4. This is a 3-part writing lab worth 100 points. Point breakdown will be listed on each part. You will be asked to pause the video in between parts while you work on them. This is due Friday, so please take as much time as you need to on these. Part 1. It's all a matter of logic. On the next slide are a few logic riddles. For each one, complete a short answer explaining your conclusion and how you came to it. Although each question does, in fact, have a correct answer, I'm not looking for the correct answer. I'm looking to see how your mind processes the various logical conundrums that I'm going to be putting you in. So I'll be grading less on the correct answer and more on your problem-solving abilities. These are worth 40 points. They're worth 10 points each. Please do not Google the answer. I am not looking for the answer. I am looking to see how you arrive at your answer. So if your answer is different from the correct answer, I just want to know how you got there. Explain your process. Explain your logic. Here are the logic puzzles. Please do all 4. Number 1. A man is caught on the king's property. He is brought before the king to be punished. The king says, "You must give me a statement. If it is true, you will be killed by lions. If it is false, you will be killed by trampling of wild buffalo. If I can't figure it out, I'll have to let you go." Sure enough, the man was released. What was the man's statement? Number 2. There is a barrel with no lid and some wine in it. "This barrel of wine is more than half full," says the woman. "No, it's not," says the man. "It's less than half full." Without any measuring implements and without removing any wine from the barrel, how can they easily determine who is correct? As I was going to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Every wife had 7 sacks. Every sack held 7 cats. Sacks, cats, and wives. How many were going to St. Ives? There are 3 light bulbs in a hidden room, and 3 switches outside the room that correspond to those light bulbs. You do not know which switch affects which bulb, and you cannot see the room. You are allowed to go inside of the room only one time. How do you find out which switch corresponds to which bulb? Pause the video here while you work on these. Do not move ahead until this is finished. Okay, now that your logic puzzles are finished, it's time for my favorite part, part 2. It's all about the intro. Each of you has been assigned a number. Look for your class below, and the corresponding number listed is what you will be using for the next slide. From there, you will be using the topic under each hidden image. That should say you'll be using the hidden topic under each image to create a would-be paper. However, you are only to write a title, introduction paragraph, and a thesis statement. You are also not allowed to research the topic. Pretend that you are an expert. Whatever you have to say about your subject in this intro will be treated as fact. Get creative with it. This is worth a total of 30 points. Again, it's 10 points each. 10 for the title, 10 for the intro, 10 for the thesis statement. Give me a creative title, a creative intro, and a well-rounded thesis. Please take a moment to look for your name and your topic number. Here are our lovely group of topics. 1. We have an American bald eagle. 2. We have the Buddy Christ. 3. We have an image from the Fight Club graphic novel. 4 are hippies. 5 is 2 jars of salsa. 6 is a Starry Night. 7 is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. 8 is a hammerhead shark. 9 is a yuppie on a cell phone from the 80s. 10 is a sledgehammer. 11 is Ryan Reynolds. And 12 is 2 packages of stool softeners at 2 different prices. One is geared towards women and the other is not. Take a moment to look at these, to match your number up, and to try to figure out what your topic is. It's time now for the big topic reveal. If you have topic number 1, your would-be paper is going to be written on the Bill of Rights. If you have topic number 2, religious fanaticism. Number 3, multiple personality disorder. Number 4, Broadway musicals of the 1960s. Number 5, the Wild West. Number 6, astrology. Number 7, geology. Number 8, hammers. Number 9, American serial killers in the 1980s. Number 10, Japanese deathmatch wrestling. Number 11, body image disorders specifically in men. And number 12, the pink tax. Pause the video here while you work on these. Do not move ahead until this is finished. How fun was that? I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's always a class favorite. And now part 3. It's all about how you feel. On the next slide, you'll be given a poem both in audio and visual form. In a short 1 or 2 page analysis, it can be closer to 1. You guys have done a lot of writing today. Tell me what you think the poem is about. What is the poet trying to say? Focus on the images being used, the language given, any symbols that you see. Use lines from the poem to further illustrate your points.
Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. The carriage held but just ourselves and immortality. We slowly drove. He knew no haste, and I had put away my labor and my leisure too, for his civility. We passed the school where children strove at recess in the ring. We passed the fields of grazing grain. We passed the setting sun, or rather, he passed us. The dews drew quivering and chill, for only gossamer my gown, my tippet, only tulle. We paused before a house that seemed a swelling of the ground. The roof was scarcely visible, the cornice in the ground. Since then, 'tis centuries, and yet feels shorter than the day I first surmised the horses' heads were toward eternity.
Everything was fine with our system until the power grid was shut off by Dickless here.
They caused an explosion.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
The end! Please submit electronically by Friday at midnight.